This past week, we talked about not holding on to the past, and man, is this a good topic for me. This is something that I've struggled with a lot in my life over the years, and I've actually gotten myself in trouble for. The main area where I've struggled with this is in baseball. Making mistakes and failing in baseball is very common, and even the greatest hitters in the world fail to get a hit more than 70% of the time. Nevertheless, I still get so frustrated with myself when I cannot succeed. And the big problem is, because I can't let go of this frustration that comes from these mistakes, they begin to compound. I'll take an error out in the field with me to the plate, which then causes me to have a poor at-bat, which in turn causes me to get more angry, and so on until I'm no help to the team at all. And this frustration will leak in my body language, which is obviously a very bad look for the team. I remember back early in high school, I let a ground ball go under my glove in the outfield. And if you're familiar with baseball, you know that's a pretty major error. I obviously became very frustrated and angry with myself, so much so that I slammed my glove on the ground after the play. Immediately, after the inning was over and I got back into the dugout, my coach benched me for my awful body language. This was a clear wake-up call for me to figure it out and pull it together. Now, I've definitely improved over the years and haven't got myself benched at all, but I most certainly still struggle with it today. One of the main things that I have done to help me let go of this frustration is to keep a couple Bible verses in my back pocket that I can pull out and read over whenever I begin to get angry. I started doing this my freshman year of college, and it really helped me give my frustration up to God. The first one is this, Isaiah 43:18. Forget the former things, do not dwell on the past. The second one is Philippians 3:13 and 14. It reads, Brothers and sisters, I do not consider myself yet to have taken a hold of it, but one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining towards what is ahead. I press on towards the goal to win the prize for which God has called me heavenward in Christ Jesus. We all cannot hold on to our anger and frustrations, just like I can't continue to be mad when I make a mistake, let alone in just a game of baseball. Exactly like Paul wrote in Philippians, God calls us to forget our past and continue to strain ahead in the race that is life. Holding on to what has already happened in the past, like our mistakes or things we can't even control, is going to help nobody. We need to remember that God holds our life in His hands, and He already has an amazing plan for our lives. We need to continue to always trust that He is in control and let go of all the frustrating things that plague our everyday lives. So if you sometimes struggle with this, like me, find an action or something that can help you to give your frustrations and anger to God. Like I mentioned earlier for me, this was reading a couple specific Bible verses to remind me to let go. For you, this may look like taking a moment to pray, stepping outside, going on a quick walk, or whatever it may be that enables you to let the anger go and just reset. Jesus doesn't want us to get hung up on these things. We all make mistakes. So let's all work on fleshing it and continuing to strive ahead towards the goal.